Okay. This is Cosmo. He is a 5-year-old now because he's a racehorse. So their birthday is January 1st. I don't know when he was born actually, but he has been, well, basically he was in half training for 2 months. His owner hasn't had a chance to work with him because she had to have surgery for something and unexpectedly, and she couldn't work with him. So he's had 10, 20 sessions, probably 25 total. And the thing with him is he is quite behind the aids, behind the halter rope when you're leading him, and behind the leg aid when you're riding him. So we're kind of at a ground level still. Like with most racehorses, he did a lot of stuff not correctly. And he has quite an interesting personality. He is a little bit has like a pony mare mentality. Like that is a drive, and he needs to telescope through his body and give me more space. And I asked him twice there, and he didn't respond. So I just threw the rope a little. And that's the thing about him. He's, quite a confident horse, and he a little bit can complain about working. That's what he reminds me of, a pony. So, something in my glasses. That's what we've been working on. He also, I don't want to say he bolts on the lunge line, but he does, especially to the right. He pulls out quite a lot. But like I said, the main thing is that pressure there on the halter rope. He really struggles to understand that means go forward. There we go. So that was good, following my body language. Good boy. I'll do a little bit of a lead by, in which he immediately slows down in. That's a little bit his MO with a lot of things. He just sort of rushes through things, but he is rushing in a way that it isn't honest. He's not honestly reaching forward. So that's what we're trying to work on. And I didn't do any liberty work with him until like the last week, because he basically wasn't paying attention at all. Like, he just didn't really find value in humans at all. So, you couldn't even like get his attention to try to ask him to do something at liberty. He just wasn't at all connected. So we just basically have been doing a ton of groundwork and walk riding. So he's pretty much about where Oz is for totally different reasons. But I just thought it would be a good comparison so everyone can sort of see the difference between a horse affected by ECVM and one that does not have it, but does have other issues. So he is not behavior issue free. He bites, he can kick, he just has some track baggage. Good. And then there's the sort of rushing, except he doesn't give you a forward trot. He gives you this little like mincemeat trot Let's go over here because there's more room over here. You can do it. I know. You can do it. You can do it. You're good. There, he misunderstood. That's kind of an advanced maneuver for him. But you can see, yeah, good boy. That was better. Almost thought about trotting, but then read my body language. Realized I didn't want him to trot. Yeah, super good. That's super good. Good. Change my orientation. Change the rope. There he gets too close, which is what he does a lot. Go on. You're good. Basically what I'm looking for here, just looking for the try and having him get out of my space. There he sort of went on top of me again. Good. Super. That's pretty good. 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 And again, we see if we can get him a little more forward. There you go. Good job. Good. 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 So I definitely feel like that's way better. So I'm upping my energy level, and he really listened there. So that's good. Now I changed my body language and my energy level, and there he got it, but he didn't continue stepping. He just thought, oh, I'll just stop. I know, bud. This way it's difficult for him to untrack. And this way is difficult for him to untrack his quarters. I mean, his shoulders. Front quarters. Good. Super. Good boy. And there he went off without me, so he didn't read that very well. But I'm not going to be too upset about that because he's trying to do something. So anything that's not totally ignoring me, if it's an effort, he is going to get a reward. And that was good. So you can do that. Now we are going to try to see if we can do some Liberty stuff and if I can get him ahead of me at Liberty. And then we'll add the halter rope or the halter. It's actually not in this arena, in the round pen, it's in the arena. So I might have to switch environments. That's okay. Because when you get on him, it's even more dramatic that he's not in front of you. Like at Liberty, it's, you can't really, it's not super obvious, but it definitely becomes more obvious when you have a lead attached to him. And it's certainly really obvious when you get on him, because even just getting on a horse, you have aids on him, your butt's in the saddle, your legs are at their sides, your weight, everything. So there he didn't really notice. There we go. And again, we're just looking for noticing and trying. That's all we're after right now. Good boy. Come on. Try one more time. Come on. Good boy. That was very good. Good job. Good. Good boy. He does like to have his head pet usually, but not right then, so it's okay. Good job. That's good. Thinking. You can see he's thinking about what to do. That's great. Come on. And then again, these, I call this the death spiral. So with the horses that are really behind the aids, when you go to get on them, or when you set them off on the lunge line, or when you switch from leading to lunging, they just go in this tiny little circle at a very slow pace. So what I do about that is just not let them be at a slow pace, and then they can decide if they want to go out or not. And if they do choose to go out like he just did, I am going to take the pressure off and not have, I mean, I still have the whip, but I'm not using it. So he has to kind of get, oh, doing something different. Like that amount of stretch is good. No, it's not really even, is it? But there we go. We'll go the other way. It's a little off behind today. Good boy. Good. Okay, good boy. Good. Good. There, he trotted anyway, even though I was trying to get him to stay at the walk. Good boy. So the cutting in is definitely worse without a lead rope. So that's why I probably am going to good boy. Work with the halter. Good boy. Because I can just have more directional influence. At least he noticed. Okay. I'll also use the bamboo instead of the whip. See if we can shut it off. No. He's a little girthy, and his girth is kind of snug, so I'm going to go ahead and get on and then tighten it from above, not do the girth, the overgirth. Good boy. I know, big sigh. Your life is so hard. Oh, my butt. No, we're not going to go that way. We're going to go this way. This way. This way. That's the way we want to go today. Good job. still feel like I need to use the voice a little. Death spiral. Just like we talked about in the round pen. So much of a death spiral, the camera's not going to pick us up. Let's try this again. I also think it's too bright outside. I think that's what the key problem is. It doesn't read us. Keep following, dude. There you go. Okay. I just have to stay on this side of the Pivo, because I think what happens when it goes by the door, it's so bright, there's such a big contrast, it reads that as an object. And then it loses the object, but it doesn't search for it like it sometimes does. Yeah. Yeah, because it's still following me now. But if I walked over by the door, it would stop following me because the door is too bright. Yeah, that's a girl.